Okay, so we have 1, 2, and page 3 done. Now we've got 4 and 5, and I'm thinking these two I'm going to do the same, a mirror image on each other, I guess. I don't do that very often, but I think this will work. So 6 inches here, and I think I've got these that I cut already, and then I thought, wait a minute, I'm I'm not videoing. so you guys, you know, miss me cutting 2 pieces. So anyway, these are basically 7 inches by 6 inches, okay? And I've got 2 of those, and then I cut 2 pieces of 12 by 12 into 6 by 12s. This is the remainder from here, from these 2 pieces that I cut. This is the remainder of those, and then this is the other 2 6 by 12 pieces. So now I think you're up to speed with where I'm at, and I have chosen this and I think this one as closures. I don't know, there was another one I kind of liked that's the same size. Yes, so these two. So these will be closures on either side, and these I think are exactly, if I was not mistaken, right, these are exactly the same size. So I thought that would work pretty well. And I was also going to use 2 more of these. These, the larger ones for the great big old holes that are here. Sorry if that jiggled you at all. Let's get this put together, and then we'll look into picking papers. And I'm looking for this. Okay, so the pages that I have already cut, let me put this off to the side so I don't get things messed up. We'll get pieces and parts done first. Okay, so this is the 7-inch side across here, and we're just going to give a 1/2 inch score line on both of them. Okay, so there's that so far. Now these, I'm going to have them at 6 inches high, and then I want them at 4 3/4 wide, and I think these are almost 5 inches. Well, yeah, they are 5 inches, and I'm only going to get a little bit of glue schmutz. I'm only going to get 2 out of each, but 3, let's see, yeah, that would give me 3 of these, which I think will be enough. I think that will be enough. Okay, so let me get these cut really quickly. 4 3/4 by 6. I'm going to cut them all to that size. That. Okay. 4 3/4. 4 3/4. Gives me a little piece left there. Okay. And then we're going to take a 1/2 inch off of each one of these. Oops. Alright, let's not jump around so much. Thank goodness this will be covered by paper, so nobody will see that I jumped over one. And it doesn't, you know, obviously doesn't mess with the strength or anything like that. Alright. So that's 6 total of 4 3/4 by 6. And that gives us the maximum amount out of the 2 12 by 12s that we have. And then all you have left is 2 of these. And I'm sure we'll figure something out. Okay. Now, let's... And I'm gonna have to kind of think before I really put this down, is that, you know, what kind of papers I want. I don't know. We'll have to... The first layer of paper, obviously, well, I don't know if it's obvious or not, but I don't think I told you, I'm kind of doing a vertical waterfall. And of course, you'd be able to put landscape or portrait photos on them. It doesn't matter if you have to cock your head a little sideways. It doesn't matter. Okay, so let's get the book back in here. So this base page here, let me show you how this is going to work. These 2 longer pieces are going to be put right at the base of where the page, where the score line is of your hinge, okay? So it's not going to go over the score line. It's just going to be butt up right up against the score line. And then it's going to have its flap. See how much longer this is than this? Here. Okay. So then one of these will be here, and it will do this and close. Alright, and both sides will have this. This will have this side over here. Okay, I think that'll look pretty good. Then once you open it up, then you're going to have 3 of these this way. So 3 of them this way. And then when you flip it open, then you'll have space for another one other than these 3. So this will be 6 pictures, 7 pictures, one, you know, you can fit one here on this side and one here on this side. So 8, 9. And I only count what you can do 4 by 6s. You can definitely put a smaller photo here on both sides. But pretty much I only do the counts of what 4 by 6s you would fit into. That's the way I look at it. Because if I get an album, I don't want to have to cut a bunch of pictures down. So there you go. Okay, so that's how it's going to be set up. But now, first we need what's going to go here. And I think I want to have the same paper here. So, let's see, we're going to need paper here. We're going to need paper here. I think I will wait to do these. And it's not like I'm not going to have enough paper. I think I'll have definitely enough paper. I don't think I need to wait. I think I will only cover the tops and leave the backs brown. And I think that'll work just fine. And then if I change my mind later, I can do that. So one piece of paper for these guys. Because I should, well, I'll actually need two because let's see. I'll get four. Well, I'll get four. Yeah. One piece of paper, two pieces of paper. Yes, I'm sorry. I will get 4 out of one piece of paper, and I have 6 here, so I will need 2 pieces of paper. But I'm going to use the same, I don't know, maybe I'll use, I don't know. Okay, first off, let me figure out what I'm going to do here. Let me figure out, and normally, just like I did with this other sheet, I use this as the background because you don't like see a bunch of it. So the little more wild paper is probably what I would choose to be the background. And I think this one will work. It would either be this one popping in my head or, what is, oh, the first one, or this one. But I just did a page of pink, of red, so I don't want to do another whole red thing. And I think, I didn't realize that was modeled, but it is. Okay, but that will do that and that. Then what? I think I'll incorporate this in it. I know I just said I wasn't doing a red thing, but it's not going to be all reds. Oh, I already have one of those pulled out. And I might change my mind. Oh! Holy Hannah. Okay. And let's see. I'm trying to make sure that you can see what I'm doing here. So I've got the brown with the gold. This is really pretty. And I think that would work really nicely. As a contrasting color. Yes. Okay. Am I gonna need one more? I got this for the back. I got this. I think will look really nice with these. And I'm gonna need, I guess, one more. Huh. Well, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think what I'm going to do is just pick one of these. Wow, now that's pretty busy. is that? I definitely want this, but this is, wow, wowie, wow, wow. Okay. I think what I am going to do is grab this brown, this other brown with the gold stars, and probably utilize, and we'll see what else we need. We will see, we will see, we will see. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, I know that these are 6, so I'm going to do like a 5. Let me put all of this off to one side and bring it as I need it. There we go. Just do it this way, and then I mean, it's going to be, what, 5 and... Well, I'll tell you in a second. I'll tell you in a second. There it is. Alright, so this is, yeah, 5 7/8, because I like just a little bit of a border, and this is 8, so it's 7 7/8, I'm sure. But since I don't want to open up my cutter, did I get this right? Does it look pretty? Yes, it do. So basically you're going to need 2 of those, 5 7/8 by 7 7/8. Oh, bummer. I cut that one a little close. Yeah, not quite the same, but it will be fine. It will be fine. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. going to take off just a sliver more off this one. So, you know, you're going to cut it to fit the page the way you like it to go. This page is rounding around this because there is quite a bit of thickness. Now, when you put the pages together, there's plenty of room because there's a 1/2 inch gusset. But remember, this has got an 1/8 inch gusset on it. So when I lay this over, it's laying nice and flat. I mean, it is still laying nice and flat, but I am getting a bend in this page because it's laying over the top of this. And you do need to be aware that something like that will happen. So that when I'm doing this one, it is bending around this curve. So I wanted to make sure that I was going to have it still glue nicely and give me an edge. So I just shortened this one up just a little bit so it gave me a little nicer edge. This one I didn't cut just right, and I'm thinking that I'm going to cut the other side because this is crooked. So I'm going to cut, I'm going to measure and cut it better. I'm going to do it better. Ha ha ha! I'm going to do it better. Okay. There we go. And there. There, and I have it straight. Hallelujah. Okay. Cut this, and then we'll be cooking with gas, baby. Let's see, is that the mark? That is the mark. There we go. Okay. Alright, so now I've got both of these, and this one is cut very nicely. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna do my kind of being a little thicker with this because this is already brown paper, and this is going to give it a nicer kind of frame. Because there's not really a whole lot of difference between the color of the ink and the color of the paper on this one. So just giving it a little better of an edge. I don't know if you can see how this part's done and this part is not. It just gives it a little nicer finish. Frames the page a little better. And my sponge is starting to deteriorate. And it's not that old. It's not been used that much. It's just amazing how these don't last very long at all. And then I'm going to do my gold edge, which I don't know how much it's actually going to show, but just going to be consistent. Okay, so that is that. So I am going to go ahead and take these off, move the book out of the way for right now, and build my build these puppies. But I think I'm gonna cover them first. At least cut the papers for it. So we're going to, and this is 6, so I will get 2 out of each strip. Oh, but I do need to watch, because this definitely runs this way, and these are going to be running this way. So just watch if there is a pattern on your paper that would make more sense to have it one way versus another. Okay, so we're going right there and right there. Okay, now, where's my mark? There we go. And right there. Okay, so here, let's see what I got. Perfect. Little bits of brown all around the edge. Very nice. Okay, so there is 2 green. I need, I think I want to have mostly red, so I want 4, I want these other ones to be the red, and I'm going to have this one green in the center. I think that works for me very well. Okay, so let's, and this doesn't really matter, or does it? Well, we'll just do it this way. We'll just do it this way. Anywho, just a little bit of brown all the way up, all the way around. So here's this, and right here. Okay. Man, oh man, I can never find my pencil mark. There it is. I guess it's called not enough light. There's that. So, yep, a little bit of brown. A little bit of brown. Showing everywhere. Okay, and then 2 more. 2 more. And I'm going to erase my mark there. There. And there. Okay. And let's see. Yes. And this one is a little too... No, it's good. Okay. Okay. So now I need to ink all these up. Really? There we go. My fingernails are getting a little bit too long, so I'm going to be, I don't know, I've still got about another week and a half to 2 weeks before I go back, because I only do it once a month. I don't know if you'd call me cheap or not, but I make them last as long as I possibly can, let's put it that way. But if my nails keep growing longer, I won't be able to do anything. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, because I wash dishes and clean and do laundry, and I don't have any kids to take care of, but I take care of my mom and my dad and my husband and dogs, and so I can't let them get too long. Plus it really makes crafting harder the longer they get, and I don't have the patience to learn how to do something different than what I'm already doing it. So I'm not going to let them grow too much longer than this. Yeah, but it definitely makes a difference getting them professionally done versus me just doing them, because, well, this stuff stays on longer. The gel stuff stays on longer than the stuff I buy anyway. So, and I don't know, it's just kept my nails stronger, so well, I've got good strong nails anyway, but if the gel just seems to be a little added strength. I'm probably going to be ruining my sponge pad here, but I'm not worried about it. It'll still have ink in it. It'll still ink stuff up. There'll just be some cuts and bruises in it. Cuts and bruises in it. Maybe if I just use the side. No, because that's going to slice it. That's going to slice the whole top right off. Ooh! Oh, good. Okay. Where'd it go? Here it is. Alright, so all that is done. And let me clean my fingers here. Because that's pigment ink, so it doesn't dry as quick. Alright. Now, what else did I need? Oh, I needed to figure out what I was going to do on these. And I think I was going to try putting this on that part of it. So let's see. If I had this here, now I'm saying if I had the whole thing, would it look all right to put it over something like that? No. Would it look all right to put it over something like that? Yes. However, these little doodads don't have a bit of the green in them. So I think, okay. Let's see here. Humpty dumpty doo. Let's find another piece of the puzzle. Another piece of the puzzle. Now this is really not even, well, parts of it is the same red. I tell ya, sometimes some of these papers you just wonder. Huh. This is just so much darker than any of the other reds. Well, there you go. Okay. So let's get this one. Let's get that one. And now let me see. Now I could do the little sections. Let me bring my book back in so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. So I could do these little sections here with this. And then, or I could just do them with this red. I think I'll save the gold part for something else, and I'm going to use this side. I'm going to cut the strips that I need. think I can get the front and the back. Or do I want to try? Okay, so I'm going to do this. Oh my goodness gracious. And then we're going to do 3 of these with the red, the green, the red. And then maybe I'll put the green on the back here. Or I'll put the red. I think I'll put the red on the back here. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That'll be pretty. And then this red here. And the brown flap is going to have this coming over the top of it. Yes. I do believe we've got our plan. Got the plan in place, folks. Got the plan in place. And if you haven't followed me here, let me get this cut and I'll show ya. There's that. And let me Alright. Okie dokie, Schmookie. We're cooking with views. Okay. Now, let's see here. I'm going to go right here. So that'll be the outside of these two. Okay, where did I put my mark? Right there. I see it now. Okay, and this is going to be the inside. Okay, okay. So, these need to get inked up, and where, here it is, and here's this. These should both be large enough to cover this up. Now the only thing is I haven't figured out what I'm going to do on the inside, and maybe I'll have to do the green on the inside. I might have to do the green on the inside. I just might have to do that. And what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a half-ish. So I'm not going to get 2 out of this. So can I get 2 out of this crooked one that I cut? No, I cannot. So, I do not think I've used both pages of it, so I'm gonna have to come up with something different because I won't get both pages out of this side. Unless I cut these down to, I'm just going to cut these down to 6 inches. Not including this. So I'm just going to make this 6 inches. And if I make this 6 inches, this is 6-inch ruler. Let me just double check. If I place this here, place this here at my 6 inches, yes, I will still have plenty. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down to, well, I'm going to make it 6 1/8. I want to keep them as long as I can. Where's my other one? Where's my other one? Here it is. 6 1/8. Okay. Okay. I think, did I get that just right or not? Nope, a little bit more. Okay. Now I'm going to get both of these out of this one. See, there's always a way to make it happen. Always a way to make it happen. So, let's out there. Perfect. And where's my... Okay. Ba-bam. Did I get that? Almost a square. Nope, it goes this way. Okay. So I think I can still cut a smidge. A smidge. Ta-da! Okay. Alright, so all of this now needs to get inked. This is all inked. This doesn't need to get inked. Here's the others that need to get inked. And then we'll put it all together. Let's see, where are we at? Ooh, 50 minutes. Holy Hannah. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to ink these. Okay, so to save time, I went ahead and put the paper on these. And remember that this one is going to be facing this way and this one's going to be facing this way. I, however, glued, although there's just, you know, it's just scribble. It'll be just as fine this way. But just remember that they're going to be facing in different directions. So if you do have patterns that you need to think about, that's something you need to think about. And I'm going to, normally I would pull this aside, set these on it, and go. But these are actually the same size as the 6x6 page. So they're wider than this mat is, which is fine with me. But so I'm going to go ahead and lay these down. If you don't like it that way, you can certainly cut the brown down to be less. But again, I like a 4x6 picture to be able to get on those without being cut down. And if I would have cut it down to fit the mat or be a little smaller, you know, it would not have been 4x6. So that is going to be totally up to you guys, but that is how I have cut them, is 6 by, what was it, 4 3/4. Okay, get this down nicely. I'm going to close this and rub it from the back side where I can. There, that's going to help it too. Okay, and then we're going to get this side down. Okay. There we go. And this side is not quite as hard to do because there's, you know, nothing on the back of it. All right, so now we're going to have a red and a green and a red, a red, a green, and a red. Get that cleaned off there. And I've got plenty of room, so I'm going to do a 1/2 inch. You know, I've got plenty of room, and then when you flip it up, you'll be able to put one here. Because I do want to leave about a 1/2 inch here showing. So, hold on 1 second. Let me get this down. About a 1/2 inch showing. All right. Okay, so there's the first one. Oops. And I'm going to butt this right up. Oops, I got some. Butt this right up to. Go. And one more. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. And I'm not going to make you watch me do both. So you saw what I'm doing. Now I'm just going to do the same thing onto the other side. And then I'll be back for the rest of the putting together. Okay, so I've got these three done. And there's, I think they look pretty darn good. Okay, now I have the flaps that, and I did cut out some green to put on the inside of the flaps, and then I've got these to put on the outside of the flaps. And let me go ahead and glue these down. Let's see, I think this way. Lots of really interesting gluing going on here. Yes, darling. Oops. You know, I don't know why I've been wanting to make this album, but I'm having a lot of fun doing it. Coming up with some neat page designs, I think. And hopefully you're joining me making this, and we can you know, have something pretty together. Of course, you can make this out of any paper design. It does not have to be this one, this Far East thing at all. This would not be everybody's cup of tea, and I don't honestly don't know what I am doing with it, but it will probably go on my Etsy shop. I just really love the paper, and it spoke to me. So, and again, you're going to make sure, because you're going to have one flapping over from this way and one flapping over this way, so I'm going to make sure that I'm going to get the paper going in the correct direction. And you always see me size this first. You know, put it down before I put glue on it, and actually put it down with glue. And the reason being, I've already made sure it fits. It's reminding me what the edge needs to look like all the way around. And so then when I'm starting off at one corner, I kind of know, you know, what that edge looked like, and it just makes it easier to focus on getting it put down correctly. Okay, so this one is going to go here. And again, it is the full length of the sheet, as all of these are, so it kind of makes everything run together. But this piece will be underneath this piece, but the tag will be here, and then it'll just swing right up. So we need to be doing this, but you gotta glue these on first. So let me just make sure I'm looking at the correct side. Yeah, so it's this way. Okay. And I'm really using this more than my hands is because some of this gold is still wet. And so I'm trying very hard. Now this one is going to go this way, so I want my paper to go like this. So I'm trying very hard to make sure that I'm keeping my hands off of it as much as I can. So using my bone folder is helping me do that. Okay. And see, I just put glue around that way, and I'm going to put this pretty much right where the end of the paper is. And make sure that it lines up. And then I'm going to hold it down for a minute because this is that curve and paper's just not going to just automatically stick to it. Opening it up is going to help a little bit. But I also want to make sure I don't move it because I don't want to get it. I have it about 1/8 of an inch away from the score line. I'm going to shut this and give it a little burnish this direction. Okay. I think we're good. Just going to leave it like that for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and put this side down. Again, right on the paper. And then make sure I line up. Okay. And I probably will come back and put things, strips on these, but until I see what all is gonna, going on, because I would probably want to put the same, put this down here just so it blended, but we'll see. We'll see with that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put the top paper on these two pieces, which is the red. Okay, top paper on these two pieces. And let's see, I've had one. Go. this one here. And keep that glue. Try and keep that tip of that glue clean, but when you drag it through the glue, it won't stay clean. Okay. There we go. All right, now gonna have this. Now we can put it right in the center if we want to. Let's eyeball what the center is. See, it's nice having a little 6-inch ruler, because then you got your 3-inch, and boy, did I have that eyeball just right. And if I put this here, yeah, so I just made a little hole, and I'm gonna push this through. All right, so I push that through. I'm gonna wanna, I'm sorry, I'm taking it out of camera. I'm sticking the poker tool up just a little bit to make a larger hole so that I can actually get these larger brads into the hole. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. And I'm flattening that down as flat as I can get it. And then that's going to be my closure right there. Okay. Yeah. Right like that. It would be better if it didn't stick up so far, but I'm not sure I like that because it's sticking. I can stick my finger underneath there, and if I put it this way, I'd have to put the holder over here, and it really wouldn't do a whole lot more. As the paper gets softer and softer, it will probably, work better as you get, bending more and more. Okay, well, for right now, I'm gonna leave it. I don't think I can get this any tighter than what I already have it. And that's as tight as I could get it. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And I'm going to get my little 6-inch ruler here, and I'm going to line it up with 3, and there we go. turns that way, that'll be about center. So we're just going to put it right here. Stick it in a little bit because these are bigger eyelet brads. I keep saying eyelets. Okay. There we go. And let's see. Yeah. See, I was able to get that one tighter. Let me see if I can get this on something. Yeah. Let's see if I can get this a little tighter. Let's raise these up. Okay. I don't know if that's going to make any difference, but we'll try it. A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Alrighty then. Now we just need to finish up with this piece. And then that finishes up. This is page, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we are just really working our way right through this book. Where's, what did I, oh, here it is. Really working our way through very nicely. Do I have that? Oh, holy Toledo. I put that right down on the score line. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? I'm not going to get it all up either. Huh. Let's see. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm not super good about cutting straight. But I think I did pretty well. Yeah, baby. I don't guess I cut that side down very well. There we go. I was going, why won't that close? Oh, goodness gracious. All right, and then we're going to get this side. And then I do believe we will be done, but let me make sure that I cut this side down to where it needs to be. And I did. I just didn't do the other side. That's just weird. Just weird. Go. right. So there is page 4. And 5. And I like it. I like it. Cool beans. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. And then join me next time. Hit subscribe so you don't miss when I post my next one for page 6 and 7. Bye, guys.